You incorporated the cars into the actual race or the practice sessions and the qualifying and I know that happened at Silverstone. It happened in numerous other locations. Try to describe for me how difficult that was, because I have to tell you that it looked as seamless could be from a cinematic standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal with a movie like this is with extreme effort, make it appear effortless. And there were a lot of different techniques that we did to pull that off. But yeah, a big part of that was, Formula One would give us these 10 or 15-minute windows on the track between practice sessions, before qualifying, where the stands are full of people. All the signage is up. You've got all the energy of a Formula One race, and we've got an open track. So we would send, 2 cars out at a time, 4 cameras mounted to each car. And, both Brad and Damson had to be ready to go and shoot their scenes with a full stadium of people watching and, hopefully not spin out in front of everyone,
Right.
and get our scenes. And then during the race, the actual race, we would shoot the races, and we developed another camera that fit in the broadcast pod on the F1 cars, which is built in. Formula One let us take the broadcast camera out, and we were able to, working with Apple, develop an enhanced version of the iPhone camera that fit in that module and captured high quality imagery from the cars in the actual race. So we were able to work that footage in as well, and with a little Hollywood magic, make it look like the Apex team was on the grid.
Incredible. It was mind blowing to me. And by the way, you're also at the mercy of schedules, weather, race officials. You've described it. It was like live theater with $1 million backdrop.
Yeah. Yeah, it required us to change I've never shot a film this way. It required us to change all our methodologies. An actor's used to having, 10 or 15 takes easy in a film. Now we might get 2 or 3 in this window of time. But with the cast that we have, I found everyone kind of rose to the occasion. And you can just feel that energy in the film. The immediacy of it, the energy of a Formula One race, that's what we were going for.
And not enough people talk about sound in filmmaking, but you made it feel like a Formula One race. You feel the car, you feel the whine, the crowd, the pit comms, everything. And your sound designer, Gareth John, you had mic'd every element of the car, hadn't you?
Yeah, we were able to get microphones actually on some of the real F1 cars during the practice and qualifying sessions. So we had a lightweight recording unit that we were able to mount on the cars and get the different characters of cars, the different power plants or power units that exist in the sport, and then working with the team at Skywalker Sound. We wanted to even make Sonny and Joshua's car, even though they're both in the film powered by Mercedes power units, we even were able to give them each a kind of distinct personality, so that when you're watching the film, you kind of you see that you're in a different car, but we also wanted you to feel like you're in a different car. But yeah, this was an 8-week sound mix for me, which is the most sound mixing I've ever done on a movie.